next mission.
Okay. Oh, we finally hit the elites now. And now their snipers can do stuff. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Okay. So, what? Who am I going to pick? Let's do. So, I just so I'm gonna use Raz, Zyga, and Vancy as I tend to. And considering this is snipers, I'm gonna use Kai. I'm not gonna make this mistake and not bring one of them again. Damn, I was hoping I could take Ronald like literally anywhere. Because I was gonna use him to storm it, but it looks like that's not an option here. Let's not kid ourselves. That's gonna be useful. So I'm curious, can I? Interesting. So who are my options? No, I don't have a lot of options. Okay. Well, I guess I can just use them in battle and hopefully get promoted, so... Odin, you're in this battle. Oh, it's use a... I don't want to use a fourth person there, so maybe not. Maybe not. Let's use Eileen and Curtis instead. See how that goes.
Use what you learned from the mock battle.
Yeah, well, step one I learned. Let's use radar to begin with. See what I'm dealing with. Okay, Claude. I'm listening, buddy.
Imperial pursuit will come from the south.
Okay, so
Refugees enough time to evacuate the
I'm hoping.
Fire support if we knew where the enemies were.
Not yet.
Maybe the Centurion's radar can tell us. Let's give it a shot.
I was like, oh, you should use the thing that we just did. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, game. Oh. Oh, that's a much smaller radius than I thought. I'm gonna use it over here.
Come in, Centurion. Requesting recon support.
Acknowledged. Radar activated. Locating enemy coordinates.
Huh. Interesting. Yep, okay. That was not worth my time. Boy. Just the deep sigh of regret.
Moving out.
Z-map?
Enemy sighted. Enemy
Oh.
sighted.
I missed the fact that they were on those. He's gonna duck. Freaking called it. Yeah. That never works with elites. I should have known better. On the bright side, I definitely don't need anyone other than Raz, Vancy, and what's his face, Zyga to take
Watch my back. Watch my back. I'll go with you.
There's one over there.
yeah. Please die.
We're invincible.
Yeah, I think he shot more than 28 times. Oh boy.
Understood.
Okay, so question number 1. Does this reach? Question number 2 would be, is it does it kill? The Twitch answer is no, so I'm just gonna...
I can use the radar to locate the enemy in a pinch.
Well... Alright, but then they get the return fire, whereas they won't if I get to use the grenade, so let's do that instead. Zygo, what the shit? You fucking missed. I don't even know how you did that.
Got it!
Do you, though?
The enemy
Dear God, okay. Does this kill them? According to this, it does. Well, hopefully I can hit. Oh, did she do it? Did I get all 3? Nope, not all 3. I did not get all 3. I got 2 out of 3, which is pretty good, but that's not what I was hoping for.
Here comes the pain.
commencing counterattack. Follow my lead.
We're invincible.
Oh, now they're all dead.
They're good.
Hell yeah. This
Oof. I thought there's only 2. I didn't realize there were 3. That was a bit harder than I thought. Probably should have used Riley,
Okay,
but
we bought some time. Now it's our turn to retreat. Prepare to intercept.
Be careful, Claude. New en-
All right.
oh boy.
Watch out for him.
Okay.
not to slip on the fresh fallen
I'm not sure if I have to defend this point or not, but I'm gonna assume I do, and I'm just gonna leave him here just in case. Okay. What to do?
For victory!
Guess step 1 is use Minerva to do things.
Federation officer. I will not fall here.
Why would they target a place like this?
Found them.
Firing on us!
Ooh. Sneaky. But I'm also sneaky.
Done and done.
There.
Okay.
Lost him.
And the fact that I know that this stupid thing is there now is actually a huge boon for me.
Let's break through their line.
It means that I can
Eyes up.
sneak attack him from the back
Target
and then not have to worry about it.
eliminated. Good work.
Okay, let's end this right now before it gets any further.
Moving out.
Okay. Not gonna bother going for the elite again, but other people, fair game.
One more shot.
Ooh, that's useful.
And done.
I think I'm gonna go this way and then
Target confirmed.
yeah, hit the deck.
Here I go.
Let's use Riley.
Enemy spotted. Let's wipe them out.
Expand our mil-
How far does this go? Oh, pretty far. Nice. Ah, boy.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah, well, luckily got the accuracy up. So does that cancel each other out? Oh. Oh my.
The safety of the refugees.
Oh, she doesn't have the damage to kill people in one shot anymore. Oh no. That was like one of the greatest advantages that she had.
I'm here to back you up.
I don't like this. Okay.
Stay calm.
That was wonderful. Another job well done.
Excellent.
I found him.
What are the feds doing here?
Oh. Hopefully they can't get me with any of their troops this turn. We'll find out. I love when it shows you from a perspective of a person who can't actually see diddly squat. Yeah, we'll show you from the person who can only see a wall.
How should I kill you?
Oh no. That's... Is that a crossbow? Is she using a crossbow?
No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. It's not even like a Chuko Nu or anything. It's just a crossbow. That's also a crossbow. Why do they have crossbows? I guess they're called dunkles, but... yeah! Oh!
There you are.
You can keep going.
I mean, I hope so. It didn't hurt that much. What are those weapons, though? I mean, again, they look like crossbows. And if so, are they based on anything real?
We're fine. Minimal damage.
Okay, I guess they were going for the Hoffman. Oof. Good long shot. Jeez, I didn't even move the Hoffman an inch and it's getting hit. I have so many questions. Oh no.
This is quite a storm. Do these happen often on the Crystal Sea? Yeah. Guess we'll be fighting the snow the entire way.
Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. So I know there's a person in this general area, but I don't know where. Oh, well, okay. It says I'm hitting them in the head, so... I was hitting them in the head. It was not wrong.
I should have expected as much from you.
Well, I know it's just a game, but...
Enemy has begun their
Oh!
counterattack.
Okay, yeah, they can shoot at me. This is definitely a thing to keep in mind.
Hold position.
Hmm. Oh,
Advancing. Keep firing. There they are.
okay. Let's shoot her in the head.
Right there.
Not. Why not shoot her in the head? Because apparently she's just gonna duck it.
There they are. There they are.
Well,
Advancing. You've been spotted. Watch out.
okay, let's try this instead. Okay, then you want to play this game? I'll play this game.
What?
Oh, wow, okay, apparently they are totally fine with that.
Now advancing.
You know what? I would not mind getting an extra couple shots off of Mylene. Just because I feel like this isn't going to be enough. I was right.
This will hurt.
I mean, it would have if you hit me. But you didn't.
Moving out.
Oh, oh my goodness. You know what? See, I'm just gonna do this.
Not even close.
Moving out.
I am not enjoying these enemies very much. I declare some shenanigans on this
Shots all I need.
health.
Try paying attention.
Oh, thank goodness.
Please confirm the enemy's position.
Oh, God, that's me more laps after that.
Too easy.
Target eliminated.
I'm
Good work.
not entirely sure why she's giggling, but I'm not sure I want to try and figure it out either. So, what does this do?
Feel cold. Good.
Okay, I don't know what pressing C did, but that's okay. Right then. So,
Don't get distracted by the snow.
should have hit him in the head.
It's pretty though.
Or I'm gonna completely miss. That works too. There's who in the world wants to hit the enemy when you're shooting with a tank?
Been spotted. Watch out.
Wow, she hit me. I'm impressed.
Targeted.
I'll cover you.
Yay.
Good. That should make things a little easier.
I'm gonna repair this tank because I feel like it's gonna need it.
Thank you.
They've got you in their sights.
Okay.
Here I go.
Let's do this. Move to right here. What do I got? Okay. I do want to kill this man. So hopefully this hits. Oh, thank goodness.
One more for me.
No complaining here about that one. I got one more. Actually. Oh, I don't have bombardment. Oh. I want it though. Oh no. I want that bombardment. Game, give it to me. Okay, I think there's a Lancer and somebody else over here. But to find out. At the very least, I destroyed that cover, which was half the reason I did it. There was somebody else, but it looks like I missed them. Bloody blizzard.
I'll show you.
We're fine. Minimal
Ow.
damage.
I'll show you.
Oh, she's just gonna shoot again? Oh.
We're fine.
Eh.
No big deal.
Oh, I was kinda hoping it would like somehow manage to hit, what's her name, like Chiara? Oh, that's an anti-tank gun. Oh, you the fool. Okay. Too bad that didn't send him flying.
Please.
Ow.
Big deal.
Huh. Oh, it's a wow. They have a lot of these. Now, the Hoffman might die.
No big deal.
I was legitimately not prepared for that many Lancers. Alright, the Hoffman's gonna die. So I was prepared for Lancers. I wasn't prepared for quite this many. Or are they gonna end their turn? I'm not complaining, but I am confused.
I can do this. I'm here to back you up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, I love engineers. Okay.
For victory!
Let's go, Minerva.
Federation
The
officer.
enemy has begun their
Okay. Perfect.
Now!
Not perfect, because that happened.
You're being targeted.
Note to self, aim for next to them, not on top of them.
Moving out.
Or else that shenanigans will happen.
Targeted, sir. I will not
I
fall
mean,
here. Here I come.
it is realistic. That is that is what could happen.
True display of skill.
But it's very annoying.
All
Ah.
according to plan.
Yay. Yes, I did. Wow, this is a very long sneak around point, huh? I'm not just even gonna pay off, because it's Minerva, she doesn't have any anti-tank capabilities. I have a thought, but I'm gonna save it for right now. So,
Advancing.
Kai is one of the few people in this game who can apparently do damage to these people. Right between the eyes. That's so weird.
Too easy.
And they often immediately collected their bodies. Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's go, I guess.
The enemy has begun their counterattack.
Ow. Ow again.
All units, prepare to intercept. Incoming!
Yeah. I was thinking of bringing in another, like a Lancer, but I don't think I'm gonna need to.
I see. Fire!
Don't get distracted by the snow.
I'm just gonna go up behind this tank.
Moving out.
I'm gonna blow it up. I know this isn't the... Ideally, I should just ignore it and just, maybe run for it. But again, I like to make a personal mission to destroy as many of this enemies as possible.
Use the blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I get a casualty report?
Wow, that's annoying.
You're being targeted. Make good use of this.
Okay. I'm just gonna back off and just destroy you over the course of my next 2 available shots.
Being targeted.
Oh.
And
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'd be impressed if you missed that shot. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it'd be improbable.
advancing.
The enemy has begun their counterattack.
Okay. And it's dead.
Good. That should make things a little easier.
Oh, did that.
Understood.
So.
Enemies. Over there.
Just. Nice and easy.
Enemy down.
A lot of anti-tank mines there, but luckily, not my problem at the moment.
I got this.
This isn't going to do a lot of damage, but it is going to make them come out of cover. You obnoxious prick.
I don't care what squad you are. Get out of my way.
Wow. Very hostile.
Moving out.
I'm actually going to do this. Actually, let's kill the guy at full health.
Going down.
Thank goodness.
All allies have been taken out.
Yeah, that way the guy with less health is the one left alive. Because I'm realizing I left the Hoffman in a position where its rear could be shown to him, so. Okay, well, it's gonna shoot him at. They ducked so it hit the Hoffman. It's funny. If I remember correctly, I think I actually lost a match in the first Valkyria Chronicles that way. In that game, if you lost your tank, you lost the the match or whatever. And if I remember correctly, and I think I do, I ducked, and the missile went over my head and hit it in the back, so it got destroyed in one shot, which of course ended the mission. Definitely less than ideal. Okay.
Another job well done.
Let's go see. Anything to see?
I'll make sure the engines don't freeze over.
Hard. It's definitely very. Not dark, just snowy, I guess. Okay. I think I can just bring the Hoffman down and I win.
Push him back.
I mean, turn 4 is a bit late, but so it goes.
See this through.
Not every run's gonna be a perfect day. I wish, but no. Assume I can even get the Hoffman there. I'm not convinced I can get it there this turn, even if I use all my command points.
Moving out.
Oh no, I definitely can. Never mind. It means I take a lot of my command points, don't take me,
Advancing.
don't get me wrong, but. Yay!
APC, get the wounded and the refugees to the back. Everyone else, intercept and defend the Centurion. Here they come. Who are those two?
Are they with the Empire? Don't let their looks fool you. Those are elite soldiers. They're nothing but weapons themselves.
Our objective is complete. It's time we took our lead.
Shut it. I don't take orders from you.
Hey, they're getting away. We gonna follow them, Claude? No. We should prioritize protecting the civilians. Keep your eyes open, but stay in formation. The enemy knows the position of the Cygnus fleet. They'll have a hard time following us, but we could be in for a long fight.
I'm very curious about what weapons this were, and I'm also shocked I got an A on that. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. A. Squad story.
Performance in the previous battle was exemplary. Please accept this reward from headquarters.
It feels better receiving it from someone who isn't Minerva. Oh my.
Take your time, everyone. Don't lose your footing.
Glad we got permission to get them on the Centurion.
Yeah, frankly, I'm surprised they would let civilians on a ship that's basically one big military secret. Any normal captain would have shut us down instantly. No amount of pleading would have done it. What's up, Raz?
Oh, just one of the villagers caught my eye.
Raz, they're refugees. There's a time and a place for hitting on chicks, and it sure isn't here or now.
It wasn't like that, okay? It was a guy. Look, never mind.
You there! Halt! That area is off limits.
Oh, sorry. I can't read.
This way. Follow the people in front of you.
Thanks. Whoa.
Hang in there. You'll have a warm place to sleep soon.
Oh, thank you.
Kai, what's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Just worried about him, I guess. He looks like he hasn't eaten in days.
I see. Well, this section is yours. I'm going to patrol the restricted areas.
Sure.
Good day. Have you been waiting long? I've never been much for these military formalities myself. Why not take a load off, Lieutenant? My name is Dr. Heinrich Belgar, although Belgar will suffice. I am but a humble scientist in the employ of the Empire.
I presume you're not a man to mince words, so allow me to be direct. Klaus Waltz, I would like for you to lead my personal squad, XO. Luck hasn't exactly been on your side, has it, Colonel? Blamed for the loss at Ziegfall, relegated to supply duty. But we both know that's a bit beneath you, isn't it? You're the most talented commander in the Empire.
I hate to disappoint you, Doc, but I'm a man of very specific tastes. For my lovers, for my colleagues.
For your enemies, too, I hear. Soulmates, you call them. They are on the Crystal Sea. As you predicted, I note. Your records show a curious fixation on them, but it's unlikely you'll see them again on supply duty. Your account of their naval fleet is critical intel. It could very well change the course of the war. But your superiors are a bit set in their ways. A ship crossing over land is beyond their limited imagination. So instead, they discredited you, reassigned you, washed their hands of you. As it stands, your soulmate may lead the Federation to victory. Join me, however, and you'll be free to fight the fleet on the Crystal Sea and Squad E to your heart's content.
Flatter me all you want. I'm not switching squads if it means abandoning my team.
Ah, but of course, your elite tank platoon, Ausbruch. I imagine you've heard of their predicament. Or perhaps they've kept you in the dark.
What?
That Vault's lineage of yours is quite a shield, all things considered. The officers can't lay a finger on you. So they intend to retaliate in what petty ways they can, disbanding your dear Ausbruch and detaining its soldiers. Now, I may not look it, but rest assured my voice holds some sway with the Imperial military. I've already laid the groundwork for transferring the members of Ausbruch into XO. Once the transition is complete, Ausbruch can return to being the decorated vanguard unit it always has been.
It's an awful lot of work just to get little old me on your side. What do you get out of this?
It's simple. All I ask is that you pursue Squad E and eradicate them. I trust you'll accept, yes?
Trading myself for the fate of my soldiers, huh? Fine, Doc. I'll play your game. But a man can't look this shabby if he's going on a date with his soulmate. We'll need to outfit ourselves.
Naturally, yes. My accounts are yours to plunder. Arm your squad with the best that money can buy. Now that that's settled, there's someone I'd like to introduce you to.
And who might that be?
Now, will you all join us, please? This is Forsetti. He shall serve as your strategist in the coming endeavor. A man of most exceptional talent, I assure you. And of course, these are Nicola and Chiara. Worry not. They may look sweet as summer, but I assure you their combat talents are quite beyond imagining. Use them well. These angels are my masterpieces. Ensure their talents are not wasted. With introductions out of the way. Welcome, Vaults, to the Imperial Science Board's most elite test squad, XO. Lieutenant Klaus Waltz, we open our arms to you in greeting. I do truly hope that you'll all get along. My, I could not imagine more perfect timing. I have a very special surprise for all of you. Allow me to introduce our exceptional guest, the Lady Crimeria. My beautiful weapon of mass destruction. A Valkyria, reborn for our modern age.
She's a Valkyria.
Chapter 9, The Winter Witch.
Right.
Listen up, everyone. I'd like to introduce a new member of Squad E.
Azusa Tsukikage. I possess a heightened sense of smell. I'm sure it will serve us well on the battlefield.
Hannah Carroll, at your service. What's that? Speak up. Put your diaphragm into it.
Okay, first of all, one question. How could they not believe in giant land ships? They have a giant land ship. I mean, okay, maybe these ones don't know about it, but in the first game, the entire end game is a massive, giant land ship owned by the Empire called the Marmota. It's really cool, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Question number 2, is that military strategist? Is that Kai? I feel like that's Kai. Yeah, possibly deep undercover, because that would be incredibly funny to me. Do I have any other thoughts on that? I mean, interesting scene. Curious how it's all gonna play out. I'm gonna play up until we get to the mission, and then I'll go to headquarters and all that.
The target's proceeding along the expected route. That's all I know. When I find out more, I'll tell you. I'll update you as soon as I can. Kai.
Snow and ice, far as the eye can see. Not as sexy as the songs of the old motherland make it out to be. But nothing livens up a dull party like an attractive single who's ready to mingle.
Do you always talk to yourself like this?
I'm talking to you, Agent Forsetti. We're a team now, like it or not. Might as well try to be friendly about it, right?
Let's review the mission.
Yeah. Objective is to capture the enemy ship. If they get away, we don't pursue. Is that good enough for you? I don't know why he's so set on keeping that thing in one piece. Oh, well, can't complain. I've got an interesting mission for once. So they call it a snow cruiser. Guess it's technically a boat, but it looks more like a tank to me. And driving across the ice with that kind of bulk must have one hell of an engine. The problem will be the ground battle to get to the ship. But hey, you're the strategist here. I don't suppose you've already got some master plan cooked up?
When it comes to winter warfare, you're the most capable specialist this military has to offer. I expect results from a man of your experience and skills.
And there it is. See, we're talking now. Finally, I'm getting somewhere. Oh, don't be like that. You want me to dance, I'll dance. I'll turn this snowfield into my own personal ballroom. But man, this XO gang sure is full of weirdos, huh? Not that I'm surprised, with a shady guy like Belgar running the freak show. I can feel those two girls watching me all the time. And they're sneaky about it, too. The doc must have them on a tight leash. I assume they're not creeping on me now only because it's their nap time. So, what's your story? You another of the doc's pet projects? Oof. Cold shoulder again, huh?
Nicola and Chiara are protecting her.
Who now? Oh, my Lady Chronicles.
She won't be participating in this operation. We can't play our trump cards so soon.
But that doll's our ace in the hole, is she? I don't know what her story is, but she's gonna need more than killer curves to take down a cruiser.
That thing, is a weapon. One that doesn't belong in this world.
If Command finds out you let civilians onto the ship, no amount of reports are going to save you.
If I have to trade my job for the lives of 20-odd refugees, I'd say that's more than a fair price.
You're one of a kind, sir.
Reporting in. All the civilians have safely disembarked. Sergeant Shulin escorted them to the nearest town. Those provisions should be enough to last them.
You even gave them our food?
Fine work. We'll set off as soon as the escort returns.
Captain, it's lunchtime. They've made your favorite today. Oh, pardon me, sir. I didn't know you were in a meeting.
No, by all means, Marie. I might as well take my lunch while we're still anchored. Ho-ho! Steak and kidney pie today, is it? Brian, Mr. Wallace, would you care to join me?
I'll pass, thanks. I've never been one for offal.
Captain, you're not gonna eat here, are you?
Why, yes. I find a nice view is the perfect touch to complement a good meal.
I see.
So long as the ship is running, the captain refuses to leave the bridge.
You stay on the bridge the whole time?
And why not? I've got my sleeping bag, I've got my chair. It's quite a good chair, you know.
That's gotta be terrible for your back. You should at least sleep in a real bed.
You know, Mr. Wallace, I lost a ship once. It was in the last Great War. were on our way home after a victory. But we were ambushed. I'd already had my whiskey nightcap, of course. I was sound asleep in my bed. If I had been on that bridge, I might have noticed the enemy's approach. Perhaps I could have given the order to intercept sooner. Regret is as bitter as poison, Mr. Wallace. But I'd rather not make the same mistake twice.
Well, at the very least, you could probably stand a shower more often.
Captain Morgan.
For the record, Captain Morgan is the best. I love Captain Morgan.
Wow. So that's how Squad F does their repairs.
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. It's just, I'm the only one who repairs the tanks in Squad E. It's interesting watching someone else at work. You're so efficient.
If you want your repairs to go faster, I suggest working more and talking less.
So, you remember what we were talking about? You're curious too, huh?
Well, he's trying so damn hard to hide it. How could a guy not be curious?
Right? It's gotta be something big. I see you're all working hard. Oh, and Ronald too. How are your injuries?
Fine.
Listen, I know everyone's still getting used to this ship, so let me know if anything's slowing you down. Oh, not at all. This ship's practically a moving weapons factory.
Plenty of raw material, all the tools a guy could dream of. Couldn't ask for more.
Good to hear. I'll let you get back to work then. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, Claude, hold on. Maybe you know something. About what? About, you know, as a secret. A secret?
What?
Settle down, Raz.
What about my smoking?
Don't look at me. It's just what people are saying. I can't say where it started, but there have been some rumors about the reason you quit. Some say a girlfriend dumped you, or I ordered you to. And one guess about you having some incurable disease. They're even betting on it. Last I heard, the pot was big enough to buy a decent motorcycle.
They think they can talk shit behind my back?
They have to kill time somehow. It's so peaceful, people are getting antsy. Never guessed we were at war.
Yeah, but I guess.
Welcome back, Kai. Everyone safe and accounted for?
Yeah, they're fine. I gave them the food, too.
What's got you so spacey? You see some mold on your precious bread babies?
That's all for today, Kai. You can go get some rest.
Thanks. I'll do that.
Hey, Kai. What was that about?
Who knows? Maybe she's just tired. Are you worried?
What? No, of course not. It's just weird is all. And Riley's been cooped up in her room too. Man, ladies and traveling, am I right?
Are we under attack?
An explosion has occurred on board. Medical team, please hurry to Lieutenant Miller's quarters.
Riley's room? Be right back. Riley? Riley! Are you okay?
Woo! Wasn't expecting that one. Guess it got a little too volatile.
Riley.
Oh, Claude. Sorry. It almost worked.
Lord almighty! That was a real explosion, young lady.
You're the chief engineer, aren't you?
That's Andre. He knows more about Ragnite engines than anyone else on the ship. He's a real expert.
Can't be that smart if I loaned you tools and fuel to blow your room up. This another of your experiments?
Sorry. I'm really sorry. It's been a while, so I guess I'm still kind of rusty.
Riley, please don't do this in your personal quarters.
Okay. I can just live out of the engine room then.
No more experiments. Period. You can be my apprentice mechanic instead. We're gonna put you to work.
Can I really? This place is an engineer's dream.
Is it really that amazing?
It's got a cutting-edge Ragnite implosion turbine. It probably costs as much as a smaller nation's whole budget.
Ragnite implosion? Why does that sound familiar?
That's the technology my dad was researching. They talked about it a lot at the factory in Hafen.
Oh, that makes sense. I probably heard about it back then.
I kept working on my dad's research when I left for the USV, but no matter how much we pressurized the Ragnaline, we couldn't get the right precision in the implosion. I can't believe the USV actually took his work this far.
All right. This ship's engine was made in the United States of Vinland.
The Ragnite compression furnace is a military secret. It's in the restricted area, and even I can't go there. The way I figure it, it probably runs on tech that goes way beyond what we're used to now.
So the main reactor's in the Forbidden Sector. Oh, I wish I could take a look.
I know it's top security, but even the mechanics aren't allowed in?
Well, that makes sense. Ragnite implosion needs a very controlled and contained environment. If there was even a minor screw-up in the reactor, this whole ship would explode. We'd all be gone in seconds.
You say that like you haven't been pacing outside it, trying to get a peek in.
Oh, you saw me, huh?
Just don't do anything that would get you discharged, okay?
We're under attack?
All hands, report to battle stations. All hands, report to battle stations. Squad E, prepare for immediate deployment. Commander Wallace, report to the bridge. I repeat.
Riley, let's go.
Right.
The Comet was bringing up the rear, but they fell behind and we saw smoke from their position. We're on radio silence, so we can't communicate with them. But all things considered, it's likely they were attacked. They might be stranded there.
Any numbers on our assailants?
It seems to be the Empire, but they're not using standard issue Imperial equipment. What we do know is that they're very skilled. I believe there's some kind of special strike force.
We can't afford to lose the Comet here. We turn back. Full speed and brace for combat. The Centurion will move to support the Comet.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Let's hit up the headquarters real quick. Got new people, right?
Okay, let's see. The fresh recruits could give our squad a new...
Yeah, I already know. This is nothing new. So who do I have? This one. I can't really hide, okay. Oh, she doesn't have a fourth trait. Interesting. Or she might get one from, like, later, but... Wait, I thought I got two new people. Oh, that's her. There we go. It's useful. Huh. Interesting. Well. Oops, I meant to check who they like. Kai, Scott, and Norid. Stanley, Jaska, and Avi. Okay. If I remember correctly, I got a new thing here, right? Yeah. Ailment resistance. I don't... assuming that means I can't have like their stats reduced. Which, to be fair, is that actually sounds pretty useful. So, thinking. Let's go with the Zyga. Yay.
There, all set for the.
Okay. Anything in the mess hall?
Let me out. Please, I want to get out of here.
Huh? You hear something?
I don't know, but something just brushed up against my leg.
Just let me out. Screw it. I can't take it anymore. Who you calling a ghost? I'm invincible, not invisible.
Raz? Why are you lurking under the table?
I wasn't lurking. I dropped something, crawled under the table to get it, and then you two dumbasses blocked my way out.
Right. So it had nothing to do with you sneaking a peek up my skirt.
I knew you'd say that. That's why I was trying to wait for you to move your butts. You got any idea how much it sucks when you want to just get out of there and you can't? It's freaking annoying. Like when you're sitting at camp waiting for the goddamn go signal from your commander.
Yeah, I know you hate being on standby. I try to deploy you as fast as I can.
I'm not a little kid, man. I know it's your call to make.
Yeah, but it would be nice in a pinch if Raz could just leap in at a moment's notice, guns a-blazing.
Requesting instant troop deployments would expand our strategic options.
Oh, yeah, man. I knew you'd find a way.
I never said that. I just... Wait a minute. I've got an idea.
Yeah! Remember, you had the idea, but it was me who gave you the idea to have the idea.
That seems extremely useful. Not gonna lie.
Welcome, Captain Wallace. Let's begin the training course.
Let's.
So, who will it be today?
I'm thinking scouts. Let's get people up to level 13. Trying to get scouts up quickly is important because they're just so useful, but they're really fragile, so you want to try and make sure that they're all set. Ooh, battle potential. Oh, looks like you guys got up to 14. Yay. So I like to do the lancers last, just cause like they're so powerful that I really don't feel like giving them a lot like levels is as helpful as the others. Some of the others. Kind of same reason I tend to wait on the snipers a little bit. I mean, I didn't this time, but in general, like snipers can already kill most people in one shot in the head, so you don't actually gain that much by pumping into them. At least in my opinion. I'm not exactly a master number cruncher or anything. Oh, I get an order. Oops. Engineers are going to level 15. I'm beginning to wonder if this game 20 isn't the max cap. I mean, maybe it is, and I've just done so well with all the A's I got that who knows. I'll be building whatever way they let me build, bud. Okay. And this thing. And welcome to the only mortar where I'm actually willing to use the secondary one. Just because I can actually... Oh, hey, they finally did that version. Maybe they did earlier and I just missed it. Oh, that's right. I did. I just decided it was just totally not worth it. Okay, let's grab the flamethrower. Nothing there. Ah, there we go. Got one there. Got one there. It's always great. Like the armor has always been like some of my favorite to upgrade, just because it's so universally helpful. Anything for the Hoffman? Yes. Better AP shells. And its AP shells are already pretty good. Kind of wish its accuracy would go up because it's kind of junk, but overall this is completely unnecessary to research, but I want to. So, resistance, huh? What is that? This whole yes, accuracy and extra ammo. Yeah, I think resistance is better than the. So I'm gonna put that down there. Actually, extra ammo is actually useful in this one because your AP bullets have ammo too. Yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about it. Resistance doesn't, at least to my eyes, doesn't appear to be that useful. I'm not even gonna use this, but I'm gonna buy it anyway. Oh, that's useful. Make it slightly more tanky. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so what does this do? More resistance. Again, still not 100% sure what resistance does, but that's okay. How about the cactus? Ooh, even more AP. It's just a better version of this. Just get rid of that. There we go. Yep, okay. I bought everything I can for that thing. And once again, I have run out of things to buy at the R&D department. Alright, no, I haven't actually. I forgot about the ship. I'm sorry. I forgot that was an option. Okay, so I can actually use these guns now. Okay. Wow, I actually might dip below 10,000 for the first time in like forever. Well, no, I'm not, but I almost did. And hey, I can actually use the cannons now. Okay, let's see what new people and stuff we got. Ooh, new stuff from Minerva. Her values spread to even the lowest ranking members of Squad F, and they all trusted each other. Her squad died with honor, fighting to protect her. Oh, well, that's depressing. Thanks, game. Let's say Ronald Albee. He values the public good over his own needs. He resents orders that don't come from Minerva, but knows that insubordination would shame her. That man is way too loyal for his own good. Never loses his composure, even in the most dire circumstances, which helps keep morale up for the entire crew. Luffy. After skipping several grades, she was quickly identified as a prodigy. Her technical skill won her a place in this crucial mission, despite her age. Oh my goodness. Heinrich Belger. Age 54, head of the Imperial Science Board and of XO, an experimental weapons squad. Poor eyesight due to exposure to intense light in his work. An extreme pragmatist, he thinks of others as nothing but pawns for him to achieve his goal. While polite, he tends to be patronizing in his speech. You know, I kind of thought that he is blind, but no, he's just very poor sight. Forsetti, Imperial Special Agent, age 25. XO's Chief of Operations. A strategist with Belgar's favor assigned to walls to counteract his brute force approach. And I suspect him to be Kai. Very strongly. Chromaria Levin. Imperial Special Agent, age 24. Known to the Federation as the Winter Witch. She's accompanied by a loyal wolf named Fenrir. Huh. Okay. It's one hell of an outfit she wears there, but when you're a Valkyria, you can wear what you want. Let's be real here. Klaus Walls. Imperial Lieutenant Colonel. I already read that part. Fearless and technically... I read that part too. He believes in his instincts above all else and relies on them in battle. He thrills in combat and is always happy to have worthy adversaries. Nicola Groff. Imperial Second Lieutenant, age 20. A member of the Experimental Weapons Squad XO. She and Chiara were taken in by Belgar at a young age. Chiara Roshino. Imperial Second Lieutenant, age 20. A member of the Experimental Weapons Squad XO. She and Nicola were taken in by Belgar at a young age. Fenrir. Age unknown. Male. A wolf that accompanies the Winter Witch. Very intelligent and seems to understand human speech to some extent. Very loyal to his owner, Chromaria, he tends to treat anything smaller and weaker than himself with kindness, despite his instincts. Aww, he's a good puppy. Curtis Blackwell. He grew up with Laurent, and the two have been friends since childhood. He admires Laurent's easy friendliness with others. Azusa Shukikage. Edinburgh Army Squad E Scout, age 24. Mild-mannered and sociable. Prides herself on always repaying her debts. She hails from a far eastern country. Gee, I wonder what gave that away. Hannah Carroll. Edinburgh Army Squad E Lancer, age 25. She also runs the Centurion's kitchens, skilled in close quarters combat and handy with a knife. That is... Huh. A Lancer who doubles as a close quarters. That's not what I was expecting. I mean, I guess they're all beefy because they have to carry that stuff, so I guess that makes sense. Ah, okay, here we go. This thing. What the hell is this? Dunkel. Okay, it is a crossbow. Oh, yeah, it doesn't even give it caliber size, but it's a damn crossbow. An advanced crossbow developed by the Imperial Science Board to be the ideal tool for an assassin, even when firing its mechanisms are nigh inaudible. In situations of low visibility, this turns the already deadly weapon to an incredible advantage, rendering their marksman nearly impossible to find. The cases carried by Nicola and Chiara contain various crossbow bolts for any contingencies, including ones laced with venom, some equipped with painful barbs, and so on. These bolts usually provide everything they need to successfully execute a mission. Okay. Okay. I buy that part, except for the part where they hit my tank. They penetrated my tank. This is a crossbow. It's a crossbow. I mean, I guess you could use, like, explosive ones that might maybe damage it if you're lucky in a blue moon and you hit the periscope or something. I don't know. I don't... My suspension of disbelief is being wildly tested. The VBFW, military flamethrower. 13mm? Why'd you have a caliber for a flamethrower? This flamethrower attachment was made specifically to combat enemies hiding in trenches and combat bunkers. Though flamethrowers did exist... Oh, I think I already read that part. No, I don't think I did so. Though flamethrowers did exist in EW1, they mostly ran in back-mounted Ragnite tanks. This made them difficult for long-term operation and required the user to stand stationary, making them an easy target. Machine gun-mounted pressurized fuel cells alleviated these issues, allowing users to engage in normal fire team combat until the need arises for a flamethrower. The VBGGG. Developed the Empire based on combat data from EW1, this widely used grenade launcher fits under the muzzles of most Imperial issue rifles. Replacing the grenade's handle with a shell casing and launching it meant one less item for the field units to carry, and they saw considerable use both against personnel and lightly armored vehicle targets. Okay, so the Empire has, their scouts now have, rifle grenades. Okay, the Crystal Sea. A large gulf located to the west of the Empire, named after the fact that every winter it freezes over when an inflow of Arctic seawater accumulates into a vast ice-covered wasteland. Aside from some small island villages, there is nothing to break the wind. Vicious blizzards rage across the ice shelf unobstructed, save for the deep glacial crevices that make travel near impossible. Ships cannot break the ice, vehicles are unable to tread the crags, and frostbite is a threat to infantry. In many regards, the Crystal Sea is the imperial capital of Schwarzgrad's best defense, for its natural hazards have historically proven more effective than even the sturdiest man-made defenses. Island villagers. While there are many small islands along the Crystal Sea, only a few are inhabited. These villagers make their living by fishing through the summer and then moving indoors to ply their trade when the ocean freezes in winter. As war draws closer to the Gulf, Imperial forces began occupying the islands. The villagers are robbed of their supplies and homes, then driven out into the cold wilderness to starve or freeze to death, all to sustain the Empire's war effort. Once cleared of their native occupants, villages were repurposed into military posts and Ragnarokite supply depots. It remains unknown how Imperial troops were able to travel the Crystal Sea without land or sea routes, however. That's a good question. The Valkyria. Though believed to be an oceanic tribe that crossed into Europa via the North Sea, their historical origin remains yet unproven by archaeological fact. Their Ragnite weaponry allegedly granted them unparalleled power over the Darkson natives, though other accounts suggest that their very bodies exuded a strange blue light that allowed them to perform superhuman feats. Where historical fact ends and legend begins, none can say. By the end of the 2nd century after the conquest, interbreeding with the native population is thought to have all but ended the Valkyria's pure bloodlines. Valkyria. Legends of the War of the Valkyria and the number of the traditions that stem from this ancient race can be found in all areas of Europa, and a basic awareness of the Valkyria's existence pervades the land as common knowledge. The generally held view of this race as saviors of the continent who led all of Europa to prosperity, with some going as far as to worship them as divinities. That said, their bloodline is believed to have died out long ago, resulting in a thinning of their presence within the popular consciousness. Today, there are many who view them less as historical fact and more as an old superstition, the stuff of legend. Ugh. Blah blah blah. As war continues to divide the continent, the northern seas of Europe are contending with their own unseen crisis. Its citizens are being made refugees. As the Empire's reach spreads, the islanders have begun fleeing their lands, desperate to escape to northern neighboring nations before the conflict reaches them. Any remaining inhabited islands have been occupied by Imperial forces, and forcibly converted into military ports or Ragnite mining facilities. The remaining citizens have lost their political autonomy, and they suffer under the heel of the Empire's boot. Reportedly, some have even risked travel across the frozen sea to find asylum in nearby nations. These refugees are yet another tragedy of war, and another story of casualties to the Empire's inhumanity. There's only one solution, and that is to bring an end to the Imperial menace once and for all. The wonders of Ragnite. There's no denying that Ragnite has become an essential part of our lives. Its discovery revolutionized energy forever. However, it's also been a source of conflict. With such limited supplies, entire wars have been fought over possession of it. Even today, Ragnite continues to expand our tech possibilities. Weapon technology has seen the largest boost from Ragnite's influence. New weapons and armor are developed at an astounding rate all across the world, particularly in the Federation and in the Empire. Some say this has only sparked an arms race between them as political tensions rise. Pressed by the Times for comment, a specialist remarked that there's still much we don't know about Ragnite, and that we may only be scratching the surface of its potential. Given time and technological advances, it could be the foundation for a weapon beyond anything we know. A vital tool of our daily lives could become an instrument of death. Okay, is this nukes? Are we hitting nukes? I don't have anything new there. Okay. Let's indulge in my saving fetish. Then squad stories. I feel like I already did this one. I did. Oh, I have 2 new squad stories.
Like old times.
Yay. Curtis's curtness. I approve of that name.